So let's get into this, flip this around. So what is up, everyone? Welcome to C Dub's Blind Life. I am C Dub. Just thank you guys all for all your subscriptions. Appreciate you guys all so very much. Wow. Overwhelmed, just humbled by all the subscriptions I've gotten and stuff like that. Thank you guys all so very much. Appreciate it. So yeah, like I said, just thank you guys all for subscribing. Thanks to Andy Eco, my sponsor. Always keep me fresh today. It's that no limits. You're only limited to what you limit yourself to, guys. So don't limit yourself to nothing in life. You can do whatever you want to do. Just make it happen, okay? I think I'm a pretty good proof of that, all right? So it's been a while since I've been on. Had a lot of stuff kind of going on. I kind of want to touch on it a little bit, not too much in depth. Yeah, if you could read the title of this video, you'll see what it says. It says, "Faith is for sale." And those who's never watched my channel, never seen it, you tuned in for the first time, appreciate you. Consider subscribing, But Faith is this beautiful girl right here. This is Faith. Faith, the RS Integra Type R clone. So yeah, this is her. I'll get more footage of her in a little bit, but sorry guys, unscripted. It kind of hopped into me. I did this video on Facebook not too long ago, and I was like, I need to do it for my followers. So I love you guys, appreciate you guys all. You've been here since the beginning, on my journey, with my eye journey, with just me and my life, just with Faith. Faith has been the biggest part of my life since I started this channel. She's actually what started this channel and got this channel going. I've seen a couple videos I have where I'm over, a couple thousand views, which is great. A lot of, talk was on a couple videos about, information about the motor that's in it, which is a B16, how to get the power I got out of it. There's been a lot of great memories and a lot of good times with this car. For those that don't know, that are tuning in for the first time, obviously C Dub's Blind Life, blind. No vision really. So sorry, I don't even wasn't aiming in the right place. Yeah, I was aiming like that. So yeah, excuse the eyes, just not doing too good, and I can't see that well anymore to see past sunglasses, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it like this. But I came to a decision not too long ago. I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, I love this car to death. It's been a while, and honestly, one of the subscribers from my channel was thinking about buying it, to be straight up. Really great guy. Stuff like that. But I'm really, I could be wrong, but I'm really decent at reading people, to be honest. I planned on saving this car till next year, till next June or something like that. But it got me thinking, about the conversation I've had with this guy plenty of times. Hey, you never know what might happen tomorrow. You never know what might happen next week. Nothing's guaranteed in life. And I don't want to sell this car. And honestly, I don't have to. I don't need to. I really don't. I'm not hurting for money. I don't need money to do anything else. I'm just at a point in my life, I'm like, do I want to keep doing this, or do I want to, do something else? This car, like I said, it's been my life. It proved to me, it showed a lot of people, don't give up on your hopes and dreams, because if a freaking blind guy can do it, why can't you, right? If I can do it, you can do it too, right? So that's why, it's going to be difficult for me to let it go, which is why I don't want to just let it go to anybody. That's why I'm not posting it on any of my forums I'm on, in Washington, because I know that every car I see on there ends up staying on there for a while, and then they end up getting passed around to everybody and their mama. So, I mean, this is not a car that you just pass around. It's something that you'd want to build, something that you'd want to have and keep, and cruise on the weekends and enjoy it. It's enjoyable. If I had vision, I wouldn't even make this video, to be honest with you guys. But not having vision, and the more and more I look at this car, the more and more I start it. Last time I took a ride in it, I'm just like, gosh, I just want to drive it, and I can't enjoy it. It's borderline depressing. You know what I mean? Beckham, hey, you gotta leave the door closed. The dogs will get out. Hey, close the door. You don't even have shoes on. Let's say hi to everybody. You say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Okay, so all the cars are gone, you see? So don't you have a class right now? No? Okay. Well, stay on the stairs so I know where you are, okay? or go inside? You gonna go inside? Okay. Take a break from class and go. You can watch TV for a minute, okay? No. Okay, thank you. So, yeah, sorry guys. The kiddo, keeping it real, family life, I'm a real person. But, like I said, like I just can't enjoy the car the way I want to. I love it to death. It's absolutely, in my mind, gorgeous. I built this car for spec for what I want. It's a clean slate. So anyone, like I said, that would be interested in buying it, it is for sale. I'll go over a little bit of details with it. I mean, anyone that watches this channel, that knows this channel, you know exactly what this car is. You know how much it's been driven. So it hasn't been like abused. It hasn't been beat on because I don't drive it. And every time it gets driven, it's with me. And the only time it's been driven has been by people I know that are doing like certain work to it. And that's about it. And that doesn't get driven more than maybe 20, 30 miles. So, proof of this car, this motor, this build, everything being under $2,000 on the build, on the rebuild, on everything. So it's a B16 A2, guys. Bottom end's bored out from 81 to 82 millimeters. High compression YCP pistons. It's got Eagle rods, King bearings. It has ACL race oil pump. The crank has been polished and balanced for the clutch and flywheel. It's got a Speed Factory ultra lightweight flywheel. It has a competition stage 4 clutch on it. What else? It has a high volume water pump from a local company here in Tacoma that makes them, and it's actually rated for 500 horsepower, so it's good to go there. It's got a gauge timing belt. It has some Rosso race oil pan, so it looks pretty cool and nice. It's for like windage and for volume and stuff like that, so it has a purpose. The transmission's rebuilt by Spiker, Brian Spiker, if you guys know who that is, which you should. One of the biggest guys in like Honda transmissions out there, or transmissions in general. New 3rd, 4th gear synchros, new sliders, new input shaft bearing, all put on by him like less than I want to say less than 1,000 miles ago. We'll say that. That's being generous. It's way less than that, but I'll say 1,000. So transmission's good, clutch is completely good, obviously, like the whole bottom end's good. The head is ported and polished by B&M Engine Service in Portland, Oregon. They did a great job. They ported and then they went back and reported just because they don't have a CNC machine, so they did it by hand, and they're like, yeah, we want to port it out really a lot for you, so they did a really good job porting it out. Skunk 2 Ultra Race intake manifold, Skunk 2 throttle body, Skunk 2 adapter to run the 70 mil throttle body, because on the Ultra Race you can't run anything smaller than an 80 mil. Skunk 2 Pro 1 cams, Skunk 2 LMAs, Supertech dual valve springs and retainers, new OEM valves that came with the head. They got put in when the head got done, and then new valve stem seals and all that stuff like that. So the head's pretty fresh. The only thing, like I said, I didn't do to it were the aftermarket valves and sleeves. It's got the PLM 4-into-1 RMF style header on it. It goes back to a 2.5-inch test pipe, all the way back to custom 2.5-inch piping to a Buddy Club axle back, which sounds great. Also has Skunk 2 cam gears on it. It has AEM fuel rail with grams fuel pressure regulator. It has FIC 1000 cc injectors, fuel injection clinic, 1000 cc injectors. It's got the AEM 320 fuel pump in it. It's on E85. It's running Honda P28 with the Honda S300 V3. It has all AEM gauges. The wideband and the boost gauge. I actually have an oil pressure gauge that's not hooked up, that brand new in the box, that's going to go with it as well. S2000 cluster, S2000 steering wheel, clean black leather. You saw the pictures. It's on Integra Type R 5-lug, 36 millimeter. It has pretty much brand new crossroads and slotted rotors on it. It's on D2 coilovers. It has 17 by, I think they're 8. I'm not sure if they're 7.5, but one of the two. But 17 by, we'll say 7.5. It could be 8. But they're Advan RGs, real Advan RG2s which are hella hard to find, and we all know what that stuff's worth. You know, it's got the JDM front end on it with the factory black housing HIDs, not the SIR ones, the actual HIDs. They're hella nice, no cracks, no broken tabs, no nothing. Clean, you know, clean front end on it, obviously. It's got rep side skirts. Like I said, I'll keep it real always. Like, I couldn't find real ones, and when I found real ones, they wanted $2,000 for a set of side skirts. I'm like, these ones are, you know, aftermarket. They look just as good, and they're not costing me, you know, freaking my mortgage payment. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you know what? I'm good. So I got those. They work good. They fit good. I have the rear balance as well. It has a 98 rear bumper on it, so not the 95. Type R wing, I don't know 100% if it's real or not. When I pulled it off this other car that I had on my channel, Cinnamon, I ended up pulling that wing off and I put a different one on there because I wanted the Type R wing, so I put that on this car. So I'm not sure if it's real or not. One of my buddies said it was real, and another buddy said that he wasn't sure. So you know what? I'll just say that it's not real. Did the rear window, the rear delete for the whatever you call it, for the windshield wiper? Did that delete? Put a plug there, stuff like that. Function 7 lower subframe brace and control arms. Yeah, you know, it has a lot of stuff on it. I'm probably missing tons of stuff. You know, I have receipts for everything. You know, I bought this car and I did it from the ground up. It was nothing when I got it, a bare shell. Not even the front bumper was on it. Front bumper was sitting in the back seat. You know, I'm blind. I did like all the interior by feel. Everything was taken apart. You know, like I said, if you see my videos, you watch from the beginning, everything from on there is on there from the beginning to the end with this car. Not one thing's been missed on here except for like little dumb oil changes in between, which the oil gets changed every freaking, probably like every like 500 miles. So I drive it, you know, my buddies drive me around for a little bit, then it sits, and then we have to do more of an oil change for time than we do for actual mileage. So I can tell you I've probably done stuff on this since 2020. I've done about 4 to 5 oil changes on it, maybe. I only use Torco, you know, I get it from Speed Factory, and that's what I use for the transmission fluid as well. So yeah, and just so you guys know, yeah, I am selling it in the 5-digit range, so I'm not giving it away. And I'll keep it real. Like, I had no plans on ever selling this car ever, not one little bit. It is a rebuilt title, and I'm one of those people that is 100% like, you drive the car, not the title. So I don't care about that. And I had my the guy that was actually going to buy it. We talked not that long ago, and he was like, "Well, I need the Carfax to make sure it's good, and because it's going to be imported to a different country or whatever." But found out that I guess there was a very small, like, or there was an accident like back in like early 2000 with it. And when I got it, like I said, I changed out the rear bumper on it. The rear bumper was like, it was cracked in the corner, and then the bracket that held it in was kind of bent, but that was all that I recognized and all that I saw. And the front end as well, when Ernie was putting the front end on it and stuff like that, he said that the front end like didn't like, the core support seemed like it might have been like a little bit off and like a little bent. But then I put the JDM front on, and now it's perfect. So if anything, I'm guessing, you know, this is an RS, you know, pretty much probably like about 7 or 8 grand brand new, you know, base model car. You know, you buy this shit, you know, 2000, you know, 3 or 4, whenever this car got totaled out, someone rear-ended it, hit the bumper, broke the bumper, and maybe bumped into another car in the front, and boom, it's totaled. I mean, that's just what it took to total a car back in the day. So that's one thing I could think of, because there's like no major noticeable damage at all on anything when everything was apart. So that's from what people told me that were helping me take out the back bumper. So that's what it is. Like I said, full disclosure, rebuilt title. And found out just recently it's from I guess being totaled, which, like I said, anything can total a car. You know, it's like you think about a bike, you know, like you ride a motorcycle, you fall over, you scratch fairings, your bike's totaled. You know, this car back in early 2000, you get rear-ended, you ruin a bumper, this car is totaled. So, you know, it's to each their own, but I have no problem letting anybody check it out or do anything they want to do to inspect it, because, you know, I get that, you know, in that type of money, it's a lot of money right there. But like I said, I'm straight up. People watch my channel. I've done stuff I shouldn't have to even have done, gone above and beyond for people. So yeah, sorry, I'm starting to ramble now. Sorry guys. The whole point of this video, like I said, was to let you guys know that it's for sale. which is kind of sad, you know, because I built this channel on it, but I have so much more stuff I want to do later. Debating on what I'm going to do car-wise next. You know, I still have my wagon. We still have Storm the Accord. Thinking about adding something else to the fleet to do something more along the lines of car audio, but something along the lines of like possibly some VIP style stuff. So it's a lot better. You know, I have someone to drive me around in automatic easier than I find someone to drive me around in this car. So I'm going to try to see if I can figure out if anyone's watching or not. I can't really tell, but I'm going to see if I can see comments at all and see if I can make that work. So bear with me. You're going to hear my voiceover. So
voiceover on. Landscape. YouTube. Filters. Button. XX_underscore 2114. The only thing that matters is your happiness, man with medium light skin tone making the sign of the horns. XX_underscore 2114. That car sounds like a beast. 3 exclamation marks. If I had the money, I'd get it.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you so much. You know what I'll do? Like, actually.
XX_underscore learn more. Button. XX_underscore 2114. That car sounds like a beat. Switch camera. Front camera selected. Button.
Yeah,
switch camera. Back camera selected.
You know, appreciate that comment, stuff like that. I'm very proud of this car, you know, and just so you guys know, it's hooked up to a battery tender because it never gets driven. So yeah, this thing is pretty. It's savage, you know. It's a very, 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 very clean car. You know what I mean? You know, thank you. Appreciate the comment. And yeah, this is it. You know, I've put a lot of time, obviously a lot of money. Like even selling it for what I'm going to be selling it for, I'm losing a lot of money. There's a lot of money invested into this thing. You know, oh yeah, I forgot to say there's a cool unplugged kit on it as well. Honda one. So I mean, there's money. Like I said, I'm always going to be forgetting stuff, you know. Oh yeah, and a supercharger. What am I talking? I missed out on all that stuff. Full supercharger right there. It's a complete beast. You know, it puts down 345 to the wheels. You know, like I said, you know, stuff I'd be forgetting. So I'm just kind of like at that point, I'm kind of like, you know, man, am I really selling this? You know, and stuff like that. And yeah, stuff will come to me later on. But yeah, it gets down. Has a full underglow kit on it as well. Show you the inside. You know, S2K wheel. Oh gosh, I didn't even say about all the other stuff I had. S2K cluster, obviously. I know I said that. So, see that in there? It works great. You know, all digital, all that stuff. I don't have the keys, otherwise I start it for you. Yeah, so it has all this stuff here. Skunk 2 short shifter. You know, I forgot to say all the other Type R stuff I had on. Type R clock, Type R center console, Type R armrest, clean black leather all around. You know, that deck isn't all the way in because I'm actually putting a different one back in there. Put my original Kenwood doubled in back in. This was just a temporary one because I borrowed the other one to put in my other car. So, yeah, you know, all the gauges, gaze pods. It's, you know, it's done good. You know, like, yeah, you know, it's only thing it needs straight up is, you know, paint because the front end's championship white, and the rest of it's like the OEM white. Except the back bumper is rattle can, so that's stupid, but that's nothing. And then I took off side moldings because it's an RS, so it came with black mirrors and black side moldings. But instead of being smart like I did, I thought I was gonna paint it sooner, and I took the side moldings. I ended up throwing them away, so I couldn't put them back on and have them painted because it filled in the holes. But you know, things happen. So you know, the plan was to have this thing USDM. Phoenix yellow, you know, like replica, full Type R, all motor, and I was going to leave it alone. And then supercharger kind of popped up, and then I bought that. And then I'm like, okay, I'm ready to get it painted. Had money to do it. And then my buddy's like, I got a JDM front end if you want one still. I'm like, damn. So, you know, bought that. I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I can get it painted, this and that. And then I ended up doing more stuff. And I started doing car audio stuff, and then I found, you know, my dream wheels I've wanted forever, and I found those, so I bought those. I'm like, you know what? I'll paint it at some point. I'll give myself 2 years, which next year will be the 2-year mark. So, like I said, if it doesn't sell, then it's completely okay. I have no wants or needs to sell it. I just want someone to enjoy it. You know, I'm not gonna sell it to anybody. That's just the thing. Like, I don't want to sell it to someone that wants to take it, tear it apart, and then, you know, not enjoy it and do anything with it. That's why I said I'm not going to put on any of my forums here in Seattle, because I know it'll end up being passed around like, you know, just, I won't even say a celebrate. It'll be passed around, all right? You know, I was trying to think of something dirty about it. I'm not going to say it. But yeah, so, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. But I'm going to be getting back to...
Switch camera. Front camera selected.
Yeah, so I'll be getting back to like more stuff soon, more videos, more car audio stuff like that. I got a surprise coming up when Storm comes back. The Accord, some stuff got done to her, and I'm pretty stoked about it. So I never gave you guys a proper demo at Storm and showing you guys kind of like what she does and all that stuff like that. But you know, I just appreciate all you guys that have followed me and stuff like that, and continue hoping to keep your subscriptions with all the stuff I'm doing in life anyways, because you know, you never...
Facebook, now, Kim Kaderko Spencer. Kim Kaderko Spencer center attachment.
Yep, so I mean, you know, forget, you know, that's the problem with you know, having voiceover on, it reads everything. So let me go ahead and turn...
Alert, accessibility shortcut. Selected, voiceover, button. Voiceover off.
All right, guys, so yeah, yeah, so pretty much, yeah, I'm sorry, I got my whole train of thought like lost. But yeah, so that's pretty much what it is, guys. I'll be doing, like I said, like a lot more stuff with stuff, but hope I continue keeping your subscriptions like with all the other stuff I'm doing in life and just what I'm doing, period. So thank you guys all, and I'll have more for you guys coming up soon. Like I said, it's been like one of those things where I'm kind of going through some stuff and reevaluating stuff. As you guys can probably see, people that actually like used to watch my channel a lot, you would see that here, there used to be cars out here, right? Like there was tons of cars, like right here. There was a truck and there was another Civic, which by the way, the 4-door Civic is still for sale if anyone's interested. But one of my buddies from my car audio club came and took them away from me to store them somewhere for now until I can, you know, get stuff together to, you know, pave that grass part over to make it paved so I can go wider and stuff like that and have more room and stuff. So yeah, guys, but on that, I'll end this note in this video with the car, you know, because man, she's beautiful, love her, just geez, you know, it's just whew, you know, kind of crazy to think about that. You know, I'll let her go, but you know, you're hear voiceover again as I end the video. So
Voiceover on. Landscape. Finish. Button. Finish. Button. Live. 22. 0 watching now. Live. 22 minutes 44 seconds. 1 watching now. 0 likes. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by. Learn more. Button. XX_Snapix _2000. Switch camera. Back cam. XX. Learn more. Welcome to live chat. 1 watching now. Live. 22 minutes. Finish. Button. Alert. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Heading. End.